ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to this final session of Purushottama Yoga series. Today is the 20th day. We are at the end of the fourth week of our Purushottama month. So we'll be discussing the 20th shloka of the 15th chapter, Purushottama Yoga, from the Bhagavad Gita. In this shloka, Krishna describes the benefits of learning Purushottama Yoga. In the last 4 weeks, we have learned 19 shlokas of Purushottama Yoga. So we studied, we learned, we memorized the shlokas, we recited them, we discussed their meanings. Maybe some of us, at least some of us, must have made a sincere attempt to apply this understanding in our day-to-day lives. So what exactly are the benefits of studying and learning this Purushottama Yoga? Today we are going to see that based on the 20th sloka of this chapter. Krishna says, Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya nagha etad buddhva buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya nagha etad buddhva buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata. Let's see the meaning. Iti guhyatamam shastram. Guhya means secret. Guhyatara means a greater secret. Guhyatama means greatest secret. Or in other words, Guhya is something which is confidential. Guhyatara is more confidential. Guhyatama is most confidential. Krishna says that this knowledge that I have given you is most confidential. Iti guhyatamam shastram. This is a very confidential part of all the shastras, means scriptures. And idam uktam, I spoke this to you, maya anagha, by me, this secret, this most confidential secret of all scriptures has been disclosed to you by me, O Arjuna. Here Krishna doesn't address Arjuna as Arjuna. He calls him Anagha. What is Anagha? Agha means sin. Anagha means one who is sinless. Arjuna, because you are sinless, I am revealing this most confidential knowledge to you. In one of the previous chapters, in ninth chapter, Krishna spoke that I am revealing these confidential secrets to you, O Arjuna, because you are anasuyave. Asuya means envy. Anasuya means one who has no envy. So non-envious people can understand Gita nicely. And in this context, in this shloka, Krishna says Anagha, means sinless people will understand Bhagavad Gita nicely. Basically, to understand Shastra, we need to have some purity. Of course, Shastra purifies our consciousness. And once our consciousness is purified, then we can understand Shastra better. Right? So some little understanding of Shastra will purify our consciousness. With that purified consciousness, we can understand Shastras much deeper. Anyways, in this shloka, the in the first half, Krishna says, Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanagha. O sinless Arjuna, this most confidential part of all the scriptures has been revealed to you by me because you are sinless. And etad buddha buddhiman syat. Whoever understands this, buddha, one means one who knows this, one who understands this, is buddhiman syat. Buddhi means intelligence, buddhiman means one who has intelligence, means one who is very intelligent or one who is very wise. So whoever understands this will become very wise. And kritakrityascha bharata. Kritakrityasya means to become successful, or all our endeavors will become perfect. So, by knowing this confidential knowledge, one will become wise, one will also attain perfection in all one's endeavors, or one will become successful in all one's attempts. So, that's the benefit of knowing this Purushottama Yoga, understanding this Purushottama Yoga. So, I hope the meaning of the shloka is clear. So, to know confidential spiritual knowledge, we need to be sinless. Secondly, by knowing confidential knowledge like Purushottama Yoga, we will become successful in all our endeavors. We'll discuss what exactly is that success. All that we'll discuss now in a few minutes. So, Krishna says this is confidential spiritual knowledge. Generally, in this material world, we acquire so much of knowledge about mathematics, science, physics, chemistry, and how different kinds of technologies work. Yes, that knowledge is required to survive in this world, but spiritual knowledge is eternal. Knowledge about matter could be temporary. And by that knowledge uh, about material things, we can maintain our bodies nicely. Maybe we can have some mental balance or some emotional stimulation or intellectual stimulation. But soul is beyond mind, intelligence, and this body. So, what kind of knowledge nourishes the soul? What kind of knowledge uplifts the soul and benefits the soul and reinstates the soul in the spiritual world? That is spiritual knowledge. That's what Krishna says in the Gita. This is most confidential spiritual knowledge. But now, why this is most confidential? Guhyatama. Guhya is secret knowledge. Why this knowledge is secret? Now, please understand, Krishna has no intention to keep this knowledge secret. Krishna is saying this is Guhyatama, most confidential, but it's not that Krishna wants to hide this knowledge from us. It's not that Krishna doesn't want to reveal this knowledge to us. Then why is it secret? Why is it confidential? It is confidential because not many people are learning it. Right? For example, uh, when a treasure is buried underground, it is hidden from people, right? But if somebody starts searching for the treasure, starts excavating the earth and then tries to search for it, it is not hidden anymore. It will be visible to everyone. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita is confidential not because Krishna wants to hide it. Bhagavad Gita is confidential because we are not prioritizing to learn it. What makes the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita secret is people's disinclination to learn it, apply it. We are indifferent to this knowledge, that's why it is hidden to us. When we are eager to learn this from authorized bona fide sources, Krishna is more than happy to reveal it. Krishna said in the Gita, Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayantite. I will give you the necessary intelligence by which you can come to me. For that, you have to put some effort, right? So I'm ready to give mercy, but are you ready to receive that mercy? I'm ready to reveal this knowledge to everyone. Krishna did not speak Gita only to Arjuna. He spoke Gita for all of us. But some of us are studying, but some of us are not studying. That's why it's confidential, right? So it is confidential in the sense that uh, we are not seeking it. When you seek this knowledge with a sincere heart, Krishna is more than happy to reveal. Not only this, he will reveal many, many more confidential truths about himself. We'll understand Krishna so much. What exactly is there in this chapter? Hmm. Simple things. Krishna said in the first six shlokas that this material world is like a temporary tree, reflection tree. Then in the next few shlokas, 7 to 11, Krishna spoke that we are eternal souls and we are struggling in this world because of body and senses. Then later Krishna revealed that he is the Supreme Lord and he maintains this whole world. From 12th shloka till the end, he was revealing that. And finally, Krishna said that real happiness comes by bhajan. So Krishna said in the 19th shloka, right? You perform bhajan of me, you will not stop at knowing, but you'll become a lover. So knower becomes a lover. We discussed it in the 19th shloka yesterday only. So basically, uh, This knowledge that Krishna revealed in this chapter, or in the entire Bhagavad Gita for that matter, in Bhagavatam and in all the scriptures, that's actually confidential. It's confidential in the sense that we are not accessing it. We are neglecting it, especially in Kali Yuga, people neglect this knowledge. It's meant for them only. But what to do? Actually, in the previous yugas, scriptures were not existent. Scriptures in the form of writing were not existent. All the scriptures and Vedic knowledge was existent in the form of sound vibration. Guru speaks, disciple listens, and just by hearing, the disciple will understand it, realize it, and repeat it, and give that knowledge to someone else. And that's how this Vedic knowledge is nicely revealed in the Guru Sishya Parampara. But when we don't take it seriously, yogo nashtaha parantapa, this knowledge is lost, right? So knowledge remains as it is, but we are not accessing it. Uh, but the qualification to attain this knowledge is mayanagha. Anagha means sinlessness. So we should give up our sinful propensities. Basically, in this material world, many people commit different kinds of sinful activities. And those sins are breaking of four regulative principles, or cheating, lying, exploiting, manipulating, somehow or the other, by hook or crook, trying to gain money, selfish enjoyment, material pleasures, sensory pleasures. All this complicated sinful life will make the life miserable and will not allow the brain to understand spiritual subject matters. So we should be able to understand spiritual subject matters that require some purity of life, that require sinless life. Of course, a sinful person can be transformed by the path of bhakti yoga. But once you begin bhakti yoga, don't perform sins anymore, right? Try, try to avoid sinful life, try to avoid breaking the regulative principles and all. Then that pure practices in mode of goodness will help us understand deeper spiritual subjects very, very well, right? That's why anagha word is very important in this shloka. Then uh, now Krishna said, Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. Who is this buddhiman? Buddhiman is one who is truly intelligent. Really intelligent people are called buddhiman. So let's discuss about this buddhiman. Who exactly is truly intelligent? One who knows who we are, one who knows who Krishna is, and one who knows the goal of life. What is the goal of life? To love Krishna and to serve Krishna and to attain Krishna. That's the goal of life. So, one who uses one's intelligence to understand one's own spiritual identity as eternal soul, part of Krishna, and also understand Krishna's identity as the Supreme Lord, and also practices bhakti and attains the goal of life, which is to attain Krishna, he is really Buddhiman. And in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that's what Krishna revealed to all of us. He spoke who we are. He spoke who he is. He said we are Amshas. We are his parts, souls. And he also said he is the supreme person, Purushottama. Understand who you are. Understand who Krishna is. Understand what this material world is. This material world is nothing but a reflection of the spiritual world. And Krishna also described this material world elaborately. Krishna described the spiritual world elaborately. And Krishna also described his own position in this world as the maintainer. And the goal of life is to go from here to there. Just this one chapter, 15th chapter, with only 20 shlokas. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are 700 shlokas in 18 chapters, distributed in 18 chapters. But this is one of the shortest chapters. 12th chapter has 20 shlokas, 15th chapter has 20 shlokas. All other chapters has more. So this is one of the shortest chapters, and within this small chapter, Krishna speaks everything. Who are we? Who is he? And what is this material world? How can we go from material world to spiritual world? All that he speaks. So one who understands this is really buddhiman, truly intelligent. Common intelligence is to understand some technical subject matters in this world, but perfect intelligence is to understand Krishna. So one who is perfectly intelligent doesn't stop at just knowing Krishna. He also renders service to Krishna, tries to reconnect with Krishna. That is real intelligence. That is perfect intelligence. Such a person is called Buddhiman. Now, Prabhupada says that Krishna is like sun and Maya is like darkness. And wherever sun is there, darkness cannot exist. Similarly, when we invite Krishna into our lives, darkness of ignorance doesn't exist. But how to invite Krishna into our lives? By practicing bhakti. When we do bhajan of Krishna, as described in the previous shloka, when we sincerely practice bhakti, the process of devotional service, the 9 ways of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, and all of them, then the ignorance in the heart is destroyed. The darkness of ignorance is destroyed. So Krishna is like sun, Maya is like andhakar. So wherever sun is there, Surya is there, andhakar will not be there. That brings the real success. Kritakrityascha Bharata, Krishna said. Kritakritya means one who becomes successful. Say, a student, he attends classes nicely, he studies sincerely, he also learns the subject matter very well, and he passes the exam, he gets distinctions and all, and he feels that my academic goals are achieved. So, this is like one line where you have a goal, academic goal or professional goal, and you achieve it nicely by consistency. But what about spiritual goal? Academic goals are limited. Say somebody at the age of 4 or 5, they may go to school, preschool, first standard, second standard, like that. And eventually, in about 15 years, they complete their education, they finish their schooling, they enter graduation, post graduation, maybe 15, 16, 17, 18 years. Like they study in their early 20s, they finish their education and they're in a job. That's their goal, right? So that goal can be attained in couple of decades by consistently studying material subjects. But what about the goal of the soul? Uh, when the soul is entrapped in the body, the soul attains an identity, a temporary identity, and according to the temporary identity, there are so many roles and responsibilities and goals. But our permanent identity, spiritual identities, we are souls, we are servants of Krishna. What is our goal as soul? Attain Krishna? What are we doing about it? And that is real success. Real success is to attain our spiritual goal, to understand Krishna and develop love for Him. Understanding material subjects will give you professional goals, but the real goal of life is to understand Krishna, and that's what this chapter is trying to teach us. Kritakrityascha Bharata. So now that we have learned this 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is Purushottama Yoga, we need to also utilize this gift. Krishna gave us this gift of knowledge. Say, someone gives you a gift and you did not even open it. It doesn't help you. The gift is there, very nice gift is there, but it is buried inside the packet. So you need to open the gift, open the gift box, and take out the gift and start using it. If somebody has given you a watch or a phone or something else, you start using it, then that gift has some meaning. Similarly, we got the gift of Bhagavad Gita, knowledge, in Purushottam month. So, what are we supposed to do? We should make an attempt to apply this knowledge in our day to day life. Then this gift will truly benefit us. Read Gita, understand Gita, and apply it. Don't stop at understanding only. Don't stop at knowing Gita. Let's start applying it in our lives and realize it. That's a true way of honoring this divine gift of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is giving us the highest and confidential knowledge, and that knowledge becomes perfect when we start understanding it and applying it. So, with this, we'll conclude our Purushottama Yoga series. In the last 4 weeks, we discussed 20 shlokas of Purushottama Yoga, like 5 shlokas per week. And some of you, or many of you, also must have answered this quiz. Like that's just mainly meant for Mananam, Smaranam, trying to revise what we have learned. And some of you also very nicely wrote some essays, which is also another form of Mananam. You're revising, reflecting on what you have studied. So one is Mananam, which is revising. Second is Nididhyasanam, reflecting, contemplating, introspecting, going deep, doing some analysis on our own, not only understanding the analysis presented in the book, but also trying to connect it with our own practical life. So all that you have done, I congratulate all of you and I thank all of you with sincere gratitude to all the children and all the adults also who ever participated in this Purushottam Yoga series. And at the end, I also sincerely seek your blessings so that I just don't speak this knowledge presented in the Purushottama Yoga or any of our scriptures, and also make a sincere attempt to imbibe them and apply them in my own life in with my own capacity. So I thank all of you for being with us for the last 1 month. And many devotees are asking, please explain Bhagavad Gita shlokas like this. All the Gita shlokas, all the chapters. I'm not sure how practical it is. Yes, we have conducted some sessions where I gave summary of entire chapter. Mm, but doing every shloka like this means 700 days. Not sure how much I will be able to do it. But very soon we will try to take one more chapter. I was thinking of the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Rajavidya, Rajaguhya Yogam, which is very dear to my heart, and in which Krishna reveals his heart. All these beautiful shlokas of Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Priyachati, and all the wonderful shlokas on how Krishna deals with an offender. And Manmana Bhav Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Then Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yajanasa Pariyupasate. All such beautiful shlokas appear in the ninth chapter. So soon we will try to cover this ninth chapter on a daily basis. One shloka, about 10-15 minutes of explanation. Sometimes I go a little beyond. I don't keep a control over time. Sorry for that. But we'll try to keep them as short as possible and cover ninth chapter soon. When we'll announce. I have not yet planned. But thank you so much. And tomorrow we'll meet once again, and we will discuss entire 15th chapter in one session. Full chapter. 20 shlokas in very short, maybe 15-20 minutes we'll try to spend to revise whatever we have learned in the last 1 month. With that summary session, we'll conclude our Purushottama Yoga series. Thank you so much. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.